this video I'm gonna make a new jig to cut thin slices of wood, like strips, to safety on the table saw. You know, any workshop have, it depends on jigs. So if you see here, I have this one to make the boxes joints, and this one for the router, and this one to make the dowels, and this one is a spacer to know where is the place I'm gonna put the dowels in it, and on the wood. So every workshop need jigs, but today we're gonna make a new jig because my old one is broken. I make my jigs only from leftovers. I never use or cut a perfect wood to make a jig. It's only leftovers. So this jig will be, I have this piece of plywood that it was a thick one, and it is 4.5 centimeters thick, and the length is 33. I think it's enough for what I need. So I'm gonna first take it to the table saw and square all the, not here, I'll square this side, and I will cut with the miter saw. I will cut this side and this side to make sure it's 100% square. And then I'm gonna put this one on the back, and this one like this, and I'll make it like 4 millimeter out, and then I will put this one on the top. I will just a little bit sand it on the corners to be easier to catch, and put it over here. So I will push with this, and the piece of wood will lay down over here to push it to make the strip. It's a very easy jig. It's a very easy idea. There's no too much. I will make very thin strips like this. It's a very easy thing. So, and in the comments, if you please want to see me making a special jig that you need at your workshop, I will be very happy if you tell me what the jig you want to make, and I will make it and post the video for you. Subscribe if you are going to watch this video, and thank you very much for your support. First we're gonna square this side and this side. So we put it on the miter saw, and I will not cut too much. It's only squaring, so I will just cut half of the blade out. It's only to square it, so I just make half of the blade go down, so I will not lose too much material. So this side is here. Now I have squared this one and this one. Now I'm gonna square this and this side. Okay, everybody knows that there is a piece of metal in each table saw that comes for the low pieces of wood, and this piece is thick, and I'm gonna slice over here. So I will not use this one, this edge, or this fence. I'm gonna use the straight fence, so it will all be on the fence. I will not have any problems. And I will use a pushing stick that I made myself. It have a very little bit thick space, so I have good grip, and I push all the way. So now we're gonna fix it exactly to cut only the blade, not more. And then I will raise the blade. See, it have to be raised that the pockets of the blade is over the top. And then I will slice only the edge. So now I'm ready. I pull it a little bit to the back. And then I flip it and bring it also side. Now it's square on every corner. It's a perfect square. So now we will go and continue putting together this jig. Okay. And this one I sand the edges to make it smooth. It will be the push block that I will hold the jig with it. And because this jig will not go through the saw by anyhow, so I'm gonna use screws in this project. I don't need to use jet dowels. I needed to finish it as fast as I can. So I'm gonna put it a 16mm on the back to make it perfect. And then any project that you do with woodworking, it have to be with glue. So you need always to remember to use glue in any project. It holds the wood together stronger than the screws, so you will not have a bad luck situation in the middle of the job. So this one will go on the line. This side have to be 100% flush. So if you are cutting a thick piece, so it will not touch. So this side will be 1mm inside, and then need to put it exactly on the line and inside. Now to screw it, one, two, three, four. And this is my standard size. It's 3mm piece of wood to make every cutting jig. So I will need to hold this one. You see, I will keep this one holding over here, and I will clamp it so I will know the thickness that it will be outside, so I can repeat the cut without taking a thickness measurement. And now we are going to use this one. It's to hold it, so like this, and get the glue. The glue will be all around the area, over here, and there, and there. 3 strips, that's enough. Always remember to clean the top of your glue and close it, and then clean the rest, so you will not have get it blocked afterwards. So now this is over here. The size of the strip is here, so I need to flush it with the edge. Of course, you put it in the middle, and then when you make your first cut, you will flush it perfectly. The screws, all 4 of them, is on this other side, the side that goes on the fence. Don't make it on the near to the side that your blade is gonna run, so you will have it more safe. And when the glue hold on very perfectly, you can just take out the screws. That's all you need, and put dowels in place if you don't feel safety. Okay, so the next one. This is done. The size is there. Let's see. Let's take away the glue out, so it will not push the piece of wood. You know, clear the glue from here perfectly before it get dry, so you will not have anything that may keep the wood from resting on the corner, so you'll have a perfect square corner. And let's see, and that's a perfect flush with it. So in the first cut, we're gonna make sure that we put the fence to this edge, not to this edge. So it will be, we go to the middle, corner it, go back a little millimeter, and close it. So now we have this one running here. So the push point will not be damaged. And then we're gonna get the piece of wood that we want, and that's exactly 3 millimeters, and that's what I need to the strips that I need. If I need a thicker, so if I need a thicker strip than this, so it is easy. It's only you go here and you check out the size. It's this one is 5 exactly. So if you want to have it's on the number 5 centimeters, on 5 centimeter, and give you 3. So if you want 5 millimeter, you put it on 5.2 and close. Now we had the first strip is 3 millimeter. The second one will be 5. You see, now I have 5 and 3 millimeter. So now I know that my edge is a standard 3 millimeter. Anytime I need to cut, it's a 3 millimeter, and that's how you get strips of wood that it is perfectly thin. And you can even make it thinner than this, but you need always to remember to keep something on the corner here to cut with. Of course, what is a project without the finish? I made some hardtop box on it to keep it strong as long as it can live, so it will not be. I use the finishing that we use on the cutting boards. It will give durability to the wood to hold on hits and pushes. And this is the strips I made, and they are exactly the same thickness. I'm gonna connect two pieces of wood to make a table. So I will make a route 3 millimeter join in it to fix them in it, so it will hold in place of using the dowels, because this project have few connections, so it will be too much time to measure and put the dowels. So if I just route it in the middle and put the strips, it will be faster, easier, and more perfect. That is all the pieces I need. And if you have any kind of jig you want to do or to make, just tell me in the comments and I will make it for you. I have always a very easy way to make a jig. Have a nice day, everybody.